Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Neets from CZT Barbara Duel Johnson. This is another fine tangle from Barbara. Today being, technically that was yesterday, but it's close. The time of this recording, we had our Tangle Time sessions today, on Thursday, I should just say. And oh my gosh, did we ever have fun with this tangle. Oh, it's so lovely. And like lots of them, so versatile. All right. Now, this one starts with kind of a diamond in the center of wherever you want it. And we'll do that with some C-shaped curve lines like this. And it doesn't matter how yours turns out. It's all good. Okay. Next, we're going to use some, however you want to think about it, flux shapes, tethered orb, teardrop. But what we're going to do, and actually tethered orb might fit best here. It's all the same shape. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the takeoff and land concept as we're doing this. So we'll watch the first one. So takeoff and land is, I'm going to trace over a little bit of this as I start it. And then we'll do that. I'm going to take off here. I'm coming up and around, and then landing and tracing over a little bit of the curve line coming down the other way. And so it's tethered here, and that's probably like one of the best examples when we think tethered orb. Like that. It just doing it this way, and utilizing the takeoff and land concept whenever you can. It just, except for right here, but then I can redefine that line and it's fine. This one is the best so far, so let me try it again. But it kind of gives it a flow, and, you know, like I said, for the most part, some continuity, as if you went and you did it in one stroke, which, if you want to, you can. All right. After this, we're going to just make some, essentially it's C-shaped curve lines coming off of these loops we just created. And essentially, it's kind of as if we hollowed this same stroke, the same, I was going to say figure, yeah, this same shape. Just partially, so like if I was to come up here, I'm not drawing within, and then it's the hollow technique. So if I was coming up here, then I just put my pen down when I come outside of the shape, and we just do that. And we're going to do that on both sides. Now, you can have these, I'm doing mine just kind of level-ish, to what's there. You can do them a little higher, a little lower. It is completely up to you. And if you want to see the results from this and the recap, two things. One, if you want to follow my blog, and if you go to the description section, look underneath the links for the step outs, and you'll find my link tree. See me showing you right here, air drawing it. And on my link tree is a link to my website. There, if you follow my blog there, then when I get the replay posted, then you will get that in your email. You also get daily tangles, which is what this is, in there too. Those are the two things that I put out. And then also, if you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, then when I post the video of the class replay, you will see it. Actually, because that's my process. I post that, and then when I get to posting the replay, the recap post, then that will have all the pictures, the screenshots, as well as links to the class replays and this video. All right, back to this. All right, so now, in between these sections, we're going to do, essentially, it's kind of like an S shape, kind of going from the, I do mine from the bottom, so that way, because I want to make sure I'm hitting this point like this. You could just do it like a C shape if you want, and I kind of aim to have it point up kind of towards the middle of this. Then I'm going to come around the other side. Let me make sure you can see. Like that. And just have them meet. And then, same thing all the way around. And this, we're kind of tracing over this just a little bit. And like so. And so. Like that. It's a little off center, but it's all good. Because it just doesn't really matter. Now, this is essentially it. But I'm gonna, we'll do some decoration. And here's how Barb has it in her step out, which I think is really neat. So just an aura. Let's make that a little nicer. On the inside of that diamond. And then she has us just doing one of these. But you can you can decorate however you want. It's all good. I like that she put suggestions. Because I know, and I was looking back at hers as we were playing today, because I'm like, I like to see what other people do, and for one of two reasons. Either it's like, oh, I want to see if I can replicate that, or it might spark some idea from just looking at it, and that's always fun. And like this. And then, let's see. She also, I'll show you some other things. Let's see here's what I think I want to do, because somebody did this earlier. And what if we just thicken one side of this. And it's like I'm just sort of tracing over that one. I reshaped a little bit, went outside, which whatever works for you. Could take a thicker pen for whatever reason tonight. I'm like, yeah, I think no, I'm not going to do that. I feel like it would be just a little bit dangerous. Well, and then too, if you're using a thinner pen like I'm doing, and I'm essentially, like I said, tracing over, and maybe, it's hard to get exact on a line, but I'm not worrying about that, because this is what I want, which I think looks really, really neat, to thicken one side. And then you could always, like this, I'm just going to thicken where it scoops down a little bit more. This is a great way, if you have found the need to course correct anything, always filling in is a great idea. And then whatever you do, just do it consistently. Whoops. Look at that, when I made that little mess there. Let's just neaten all of those up. Oh, and I did like, well, no, I think I'm just going to, no, I'm going to leave it like that. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to do this, because I want to. It's kind of neat not doing, on one of my samples that I'll show you, I did it on all three sections. But my favorite line dot dot. Just because I like it. All right, now for some shading, and you can add on to this, and I'll show you in a moment. This, I have got a ton of graphite on here, but what I want to do is just on the inside here of this one side, Oh, look at that. That's neat. And then well, you know what? Well, I could go a little bit in here. Let's do that. On this one, I didn't add any extra petals. So I just have to think about this for a minute. Oh, I know. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's just try. Whoops, I went over. On this, just on the one side, I want to play. I think I need to sharpen this. Oh, it's kind of looking neat already. Maybe I'll go a little darker on that inside there. Well, now that I've packed this up a little bit more with some graphite. Yeah, see? Helps. If you are, because I know some that just, it's not that they don't like shading, but they've said that they're just like going dark with the graphite is nerve-wracking, and I totally get it. But you know, every once in a while, just give it a try. It's neat. Let's see. I'm going to use the back end of this because I want to lighten this up a little bit and see if I can pick some up. Sometimes it works. A little bit. I was seeing kind of a line, and I wanted to lighten it up. All right. Very neat. Very neat. All right. Ooh, fun. Oh, I'm so excited. I like it. I was thinking about the tops of these, but I've made these just a little too small, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, so here was some of the fun. This one, not done, but kind of cool. So as I mentioned, this one I decided I was filling it up. I didn't care. As I mentioned, you can, this is this, first set right here. And then it's just in that gap. Well, this one I decided to aura, what I did. And then it's that, the same shape as this, just, going over that crevice on each one and then doing it again. The second time, hindsight, I would do it this way, and this is my second one. This still turns out okay. It makes it interesting where I was trying to go over where I have this crevice, but some of them didn't come out as great as I wanted to. Like I said, in the end, had I not pointed it out, you'd be like, I'm sure, because if I don't think about it, it's like, whoa, look at that. But what I would have done differently is like on this one, where instead of, because there's not a lot of room, and depending on how big you do them, and that's where I ran into a challenge, because it's like, well, I've got a lot more space on this side than this side of that. So this, I just decided, oh no, okay, that's the first 4, and then the second, I didn't do this, but I skipped. So that way it was kind of like you're alternating, you have these in the same places. And if I had expanded it further, I would have then gone on these 2. So just really fun. Really fun. And this one too, I auraed because it was nice, and put some stitching in there with a metallic blue pen. Woo-hoo. And I see the place I didn't touch up. One note while I touch this up, if you run in, because I added the gold, because I something didn't go the way I wanted, and my pen got a little out of control. Bad pen. And so, like, well, the best way to deal with that, besides regular filling in, that's one course correction. But if you have the metallic pens, or in the case of the Jelly Roll pens, they have the Moonlight, something that goes over, that will write on dark surfaces. And then, so that's why I added all of these little balls, and it was just between us and everybody that was on the call this morning, and I suppose everybody that watches. Yeah, because I can't tell you right now which one of these went over. I made the line a little bit too high, and or the point, just drew it out way too far, and so it fixed it, because you can't see, you see nothing but those cute little gold orbs, and you just go with the flow. And that is that's the fun of Zentangle, and the fun of embracing the idea of there no mistakes, only occasional opportunities presented suddenly, or happy accidents, however you want to phrase it. All right. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I might think I would just have to, I have to pick it up and put it underneath something else. I kind of like the way that looks right there. Maybe in my pictures, I might have to shake things up a little bit. But yes, click like, click subscribe if you haven't done so already. And then again, in this description section are links to the step outs, as well as my link tree for ways to connect with me. If you would like to take part in something like this, these are free sessions that I do every Thursday. I do them 11 a.m., 7 p.m. my time. And the fun is it's a tangle. I share the step outs. We take a look at whatever examples are given, and then we spend the hour playing with the tangle, decorating it, having fun, and then we look at what all the results are. So, so if you'd like to enjoy some tangling, Thursdays I try to not make them, I don't know, I want to say normal tangles, whatever normal means. I try not to make them the tougher ones. I have the third Tuesday of the month is Tough Tangle Tuesday, and so I reserve some of those ones that are very intricate looking, or take a lot of focus and things like that, for that third Tuesday of the month. But yeah, come and join us. We have a lot of fun, and there are in that link tree ways to follow me for classes and things that I put on. If you follow me on Facebook, I post things there. I do have things listed on my website, but it's not as easy to follow. I that's on my long list of things to do, is to have something a little bit better on there. But there's enough places where you can follow me. And let me leave with this one last item on the link tree. If you would also like to hang out with a bunch of amazing tanglers, amazing people, really, and amazing tanglers, come and join us on our private Facebook group. It's the Tangle Addicts Community Group. It's a lot of fun. Everybody is so wonderful, and we just really enjoy celebrating each other. And the work that we do, because we all come from different skill levels, different I say different abilities and disabilities, and we just celebrate each other, and we inspire each other, because we have some that have health challenges, and it's inspiring to see what they do. They might not like what they do. It might, we just work to not compare, because it's not the right thing to do. Everybody does things different. Everybody has different tastes even, right? And it's such a joy. So come and join us. There are 4 questions that you must answer in order to gain entry, just to let you know. And come join us if you wish. All right. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.